Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. Any position works. You can be lying down, you can be sitting in a chair. You want to find something comfortable and sturdy. You don't want to have to try to shift or move during the practice. It kind of is a distraction. Also, an upright back is preferable because it helps with the breathing. You don't want to be hunched over and trying to breathe. You want to have it upright and breathing. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. This is an open eye meditation practice. However, if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed, or you feel more comfortable doing it that way, it's no problem at all. Go ahead and just close your eyes. But if your eyes are open, go ahead and just leave the screen alone and drop your eyes gently down below you. Kind of glancing at the floor, the desk, or whatever's just down there. Maybe the carpet. We're not staring at a particular spot in the floor, not analyzing anything, but we're also not zoned out and buzzed out and blurry. It's a nice and gentle, clear gaze directed softly downwards. You're in a nice, comfortable seated position. Your eyes are open and down. What is here right now? And this isn't a question for the mind. Another way to ask this is, what are you aware of right now? What do you notice? With thinking. It's experience, right? We are having an experience right now. There's seeing, hearing, taste, feeling. And it's all happening here and now. It doesn't happen tomorrow, and it's not happening yesterday. It's all right here. Now, can you just notice experience without talking about it, without judging it, or wishing it to be something else? What do you discover? And maybe you'll notice that you can't help but to think about things. You may be able to pay attention to experience, but then yesterday's argument pops up. Or what we're going to eat for lunch. Or that problem that's been bothering you for a long time, which is maybe the reason you even sat down to practice meditation. But see, can you recognize that these thoughts that show up and distract us are also part of experience? They too happen now. So let's do this again. Return attention to experience itself without judging it. But this time, when a thought inevitably rises up, see if you can just notice it as part of the experience. Not some separate thing outside of experience, but also part of experience. What do you discover? We're not trying to ignore our thoughts. We're just noticing them as part of experience. In the same way, my voice right now. Don't follow it like it's a break from the practice. Notice this voice is also part of this wider, open experience that is being noticed. And thoughts don't have to be quiet, just like the sound of the birds outside your window don't have to be quiet. We just notice them as experience. Or we can use another word. We notice them as awareness, being aware. All happening right here. Regard your thoughts like sounds, color, feelings, not separate, not the same. Just this happening awareness. And maybe you're lost in another thought. Just don't shut the thought off. Just come back to experience. Let the thought be part of this experience. Let it all go. Return to experience. Not the story, but this moment now. And let it do whatever it wants to. Completely rest and leave it alone. There's nowhere to go, nothing to learn, no accomplishments to be had. Leave it all and rest. Notice how everything is happening right here without a plan, without your prior knowledge. Sounds emerge by themselves. You don't do it. The birds and the bugs and the rain, the sound of the refrigerator, it all emerges without your input. Thoughts as well. Where do they come from? Where do they go? Everything is just like this. Appearing, staying, then disappearing. And none of us know where it comes from or where it goes. It's always fresh. It's always new. It's always a surprise. So let it be. But then again, what is this center that has experience? Right now, there's experience, but what notices it? Is there something sitting outside of experience that notices experience? Can that be seen? Or is there only experience? And there's nothing having an experience. There's just this. What do you discover? All right. You can look at the screen. There's a lot of us don't like how things just show up. In fact, most of us have an anxiety of control, trying to make things go our way. And this really stems from this misunderstanding that we actually like surprises. We like the unknown. In fact, life would be horrible if everything was sorted out perfectly for us. Yet many of us behave as if this is what we want, planning every vacation perfectly to a T, planning our lives exactly how it should be. Strangles life. Every plant that grows outside or inside doesn't have a plan. It has a pattern. But there's no exact way it's going to grow. We wait for it and we watch it happen. It's a surprise. When we go to the movies, we really enjoy the movies or the shows that we have no idea what's going to happen, because we enjoy this element of surprise. Yet in our own lives, we seem to not like it, because we're worried that sometimes these surprises can be bad. But we need them. We need the bad experience. We need the uncomfortable times. Because how would you know if you were feeling good if you had not once been feeling bad? How would you know what a good life even is without knowing what a bad life is? This is kind of one of the hidden meanings behind Jesus' love thy enemy. Don't love them because it's godly and unsinful, but love them because you need them. How would you know what's the good side? So don't be so resistant to the surprise of life. In fact, everything is a surprise. Maybe you feel dull in life. We take the same road to work every day. And it becomes boring. We've seen the same dumb grass, same dumb trees, same dumb people, same dumb cars. It's all the same because we're not paying attention to it. In this practice, when I ask you to come back to experience itself, come back to awareness, you don't control what happens. There's no you there controlling it. It just sounds, even thoughts. Everything is brand new and fresh. It's only when we attach to thinking, it becomes dull. Because we're like, oh yeah, I know, that's just the sound of the birds, big whoop. But you're not listening. You're not seeing and being here now. Surprise is the greatest spice of life. In fact, it's what makes us feel alive. So don't resist it. Don't control too tightly, because then you'll strangle your life and be incredibly unhappy. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for showing up for your life, and as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.